Okay, question number 5. A rectangular goldfish tank is filled with 134 and 75 inches cubed of water. If the tank is 7 inches long and 3.5 inches wide, what is the depth of the tank? So a rectangular tank is going to be in the shape of a rectangular prism, meaning that we would use the formula V equals B, big BH. Now, we know that the base of the tank measures 7 by 3.5. So we can multiply 7 by 3.5 to get our big B. That should give us 24.5 inches squared. Now we need to take that big B and multiply it by the height of the tank. But we haven't been given that information, so I'll put a blank space. We know that the total volume is 134.75. So I need to find a number that when I multiply it by 24.5 will get me 134.75. Now, if I were lucky enough to have answer choices, like I will on the test, I could simply take each of those and plug it in and see which one works. But since I don't have that, for this case, I can do the opposite of multiplication, which is division, and divide 134.75 by 24.5. And I should come up with 5.5. So the depth of my tank is 5.5 inches. Question number 6. Tom purchases a paperweight and wants to cover it in paper. He creates the picture below to show the net of the figure. Tom only wants to cover the lateral sides of his paperweight. How many square centimeters of paper will he need? I'm going to put a great big X on the base since I do not need to find the area of the base. I notice that I've got 4 triangles that make up the sides of the pyramid, and I'm going to find the area of each of those triangles and then add them together. This triangle and this triangle are identical, while the other 2 triangles are also identical. To find an area of a triangle, I need to do half BH. And since I have 2 different triangles, I'm going to write my formula down twice. Once for the first set and once for the second set. The first triangle measures 6.5 by 9. Nine times 6.5 is 58.5. If I divide that by 2, I get 29.25. So each of my pink triangles is worth 29.25 centimeters squared. Now if I look at the second set of triangles, I see that they measure 6 by 6.3. Six times 6.3 is 37.8. And I need to divide that by 2, which is 18.9. That means that each of the yellow triangles are 18.9 centimeters squared. Now I can add up my sides, two 29.25s and two 18.9s. Notice that my decimal points are all lined up. If it helps me, I can fill in these with blank spaces with zeros. And then add them all together. I should get 96.3 centimeters squared.